AEW Revolution is done and over with. So let's sit back, kick an ash, and let's talk about it. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CrossYouOut podcast. And of course, I am your host, Eric Cross. And in today's show, we are going to get into AEW Revolution from the crypto arena, aka the best arena in the whole entire world, the Staples Center in LA, California. Hey, I'm a true Laker fan. I mean, granted, the Lakers played in the at the Forum way back when. I was a part of the Lakers squad when they moved to the Staples Center and whatnot. But I know the history, so don't come at me. But let's get right into it. AEW Revolution. I'm not going to go into the pre-show, the 0 hour. I didn't really catch most of the 0 hour. I had some stuff I was doing, but I had in the background. You know, it is what it is. Didn't really miss much. So, but we will get into the main card, and it starts heavy. It starts hardcore. It starts crazy with Hangman Page versus MJF. And again, they were going to this back and forth type of style where MJF likes to, kind of one up Hangman, and this whole thing was fitted very perfectly between them two. I hope they do have another match, but Hangman picks up the victory with that buckshot lariat, and it was absolutely amazing matchup. We go into the second match. The challenger I can't even say that. Wakanagi versus Mercedes Moné. I'm going to tell you like this, honestly. Mumu, she did not look like she was a veteran. Honestly, she looked like she was forgetting spots, very much trying to figure out where they were at this point. It was kind of up to Mercedes to just be able to, basically guide her into the directions of where they're at in the match. Monet picks up the victory. Again, this match could have been a TV match, TV main event match, but not a spot on the pay-per-view. Just FYI. Swerve Strickland versus Ricochet. And the story is, of course, Ricochet being the cowardly heel, trying to, go into this and trying to basically just try to steal a victory against Swerve Strickland, like he's been doing for the past couple months now. But it was a good one-on-one matchup. Swerve does pick up the victory, and we have a new number one contender for the AEW championship match. And Swerve would be paying attention very, very much so, because the main event, we'll get into in just a minute. The next match was Okada versus Brody King. Again, good kind of big man, somewhat littler guy, going one-on-one with each other. Okada picks up the victory, but again, Brody King, a player somewhere, some way, somehow needs to have a singles title run or something, And the Continental Champion is still Okada. So we might be seeing Okada versus Kenny Omega, or Well, we'll get into that in just a minute. The Outriders versus uh, the Hurt Syndicate, Lashley and Shelton Benjamin. The Hurt Syndicate retained their titles, and just honestly, this match was kind of a cluster. It was they were trying to do a little too much with Bobby Lashley and them, and I don't know, it just kind of didn't mesh well. You just didn't really see it. But we go into our next match was Toni Storm for the Women's World Title match. Toni Storm versus Mariah May in a, I guess, Hollywood street fight or something like that. This was the ending of a good set of matches that has happened between them. This one, they went all out. They went balls to the wall. They put everything on the line, or not balls to the wall, but something else to the wall. But they went out there and they went and tore it up. It was just an absolutely crazy matchup between Toni Storm and Mariah May. Bloody, just absolutely an insane way to finish this feud off. But Toni Storm hits Storm Zero on a table on the ramp and picks up the victory and retains her Women's World Title match. Takeshita versus Kenny Omega in a title match for the International Championship. Good match. Again, they're still working this angle where Kenny's kind of getting to trying to get back to the way he was, trying to get back onto the horse, basically, and just it's a good storytelling, good way of doing it. Kenny and them are what is it, two pins to one. Now we have a new international champion, and that is Kenny by God Omega. And like I said, international title versus continental title. Get a merging? We get a merge of the titles? I don't know. But it is good. It is good to see Kenny as a champion once again, and kind of getting back into his footing. It was a really good match. People were behind it. Saw Will Sasso in the crowd. But then we go into the cage match. Man, this cage match, Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher. This was supposed to be what it was. It was supposed to put Kyle Fletcher a little bit more up onto that pedestal where he should be as a singles competitor, but also at the same time making sure that Will Ospreay continues to blow his way as being one of the top guys in AEW, even more being on top. This was back and forth. Both men again bloody, battered, and of course, Will Ospreay picks up the victory. Is this the end of this feud? I hope so, because usually the cage matches usually are the blow off to a match, or a blow off to a feud. So hopefully this is the end of it. He moves away from Don Callis for a little bit, and we can pick it back up next year or sometime. But again, I hope this is the end. Will Ospreay picks up the victory. It was actually a great match. Go check it out. Then we go on to the main event, which is Adam Copeland or Cope versus Jon Moxley, the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Um, here's the thing. Here's the thing. When it comes down to, do I want to see Adam Copeland at the age he is, at the time he's at, and at the kind of position that he is currently? Do I want to continue to see him be the top guy, be the world champion? No, God no. I love that he's doing the things with FTR. I love the things that he's doing with the trios stuff. But for him to be top tier main event steel, um, I don't see it. I don't. And the thing that's just kind of a little bit more upsetting than usual, Jay White could have had this spot. Jay White could have had this big main event matchup, and we give it to Adam Copeland, and it's at a point where do we continue on with this, or do we do you know um, I will say AEW did two things right tonight. They killed two birds with one stone, where this whole time Christian has been sitting in the wings, trying to get us an opportunity to steal the AEW title, and it was perfect. Perfect how they did it tonight. They had Adam Copeland take a spear and the kill switch from Christian, and Christian was the one that basically passed out from the bulldog choke, after Christian hits um, Adam Copeland with the kill switch, um, which was a great way to stay, keep Adam from losing outright and killing this whole Money in the Bank type of thing, which I'm pretty sure they had no idea what they were going to do with it. But it is what it is. Jon Moxley is still your AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Um, the camera kept on walking through the crowd with Jon Moxley. I kind of felt like there was something going to happen. And of course, right before Moxley's about to exit the arena, here comes Prince Nana and basically stops him, tells him, no, 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 here comes security. And then they push him out a little bit further into the little walkout or little walkway that Jon Moxley walks out from. And here comes Swerve Strickland from the crowd, um, down into the depths, onto Jon Moxley and some of the security, um, and man, you know it's it's going to be a good match between Jon Moxley and Swerve Strickland. Now, do they do it at Dynasty, or do they wait one more or a couple more months and do at All In Texas Jon Moxley versus Swerve Strickland? Um, I think they should, and I really hope they do, because we can give Jay White a title match at Dynasty, or even a tag team match or something to that effect. Um, but not a title match for anybody else but Swerve Strickland. It should be at All In Texas. That's just my 2 cents. I just honestly, um, good pay per view, really good. I did order it on Amazon Prime. I did not get any you know any kind of delays or mess ups or any stream messing up or anything like that. So for their first pay per view on Amazon or Prime TV. Perfect, loved it. The only thing I do say, and I don't know if this is going to be an issue or something like that, I did try to look at it on my phone um, while I was away from my room where I had the show running, but it did not let me. It said an error or playing error. I don't know if that was just for the moment or something like that, but I didn't try it again because I went back to my room and watched the show. But again, I don't know what happened um, with that. So hopefully that's a one-time thing, and I can watch the show on that TV, and then if I'm going somewhere else, I can check out the stream while I'm out and about. Excuse me. But yeah, that was AEW Revolution from the crypto arena in LA, the Staples Center. Let's see what else. I have a couple new things that I will be doing EDC dump. Um, the next episode. I got a little whiskey something that's right there that I want to talk about. I haven't tried it yet. I want to try it. I don't want to open it yet, but I kind of do. I don't know. I'm being very being very picky right now. But I also have a couple more things, a new knife that I picked up, um, just some other stuff that I'll be showing in the next episode. So stay tuned to that. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, cross out. Good night, everybody.